Right now at noon, Mercy Hospital expands its services to Columbus, Kansas with a new building.
After some clouds and storms this morning, we've got one more warm day before big changes in our temperatures. Taking a look at that forecast coming up.
Plus, a local pumpkin patch opens up for the season. We'll take a look at some of the fall activities.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Today, Mercy Hospital in Columbus, Kansas blessed its new outpatient physical therapy building. This is KOAM News at Noon. I'm Caitlin O'Shaughnessy. Blessing new facilities and equipment is a tradition of Mercy. The new building is 2,400 square feet, more than 4 times the size of the hospital's previous outpatient physical therapy space. Officials say the new building will allow them to treat more patients than ever.
We have been talking about expanding and building our PT facility for several years, even before COVID. COVID hit, it put it on delay, and every plan that we had, we changed it a little bit, don't know if that's enough space, and never dreamed that we would be doing this.
The new building is across from the hospital at 111 Sycamore Street. It's officially fall, which means pumpkins galore. Pryor Creek Farms in Cherryville, Kansas is celebrating with its annual pumpkin patch. It includes scenic hay rides, corn pit, barrel train, and of course, pumpkin picking. The Pumpkin Patch gift shop features products from local artists and artisans. The Pumpkin Patch is open every weekend as well as Tuesday evenings through the month of October. This weekend, you can get up close with the Touch of a Tractor event.
Yeah, we had some showers, we had some storms this morning across the area. In fact, this is what the Skywatch Storm Tracker looked like this morning. Is that last cell just kind of rolled through, and it developed just right over about Neosho County early this morning, and it just swept to the southeast, brought some thunder, brought some lightning, even brought some small hail out there. But it was part of the leading edge of a cold front that cooled temperatures down for the morning hours, but isn't the main one that's actually going to bring our temperatures down much more significantly. So yesterday started the day at 65, made it to 77, so well above where we should be for this time of year for our low, but see, a little closer to where we're supposed to be for this time of year in terms of our high temperatures. And look at that, Joplin Airport, 1.25 inches of rain, so that's what we've now officially picked up for the month of October, and that puts us 3/4 inch of rain over our average for the month so far, and that's helped our deficit a little bit. We're just under 10 inches shy of where we should be for this time of year, and we are expecting some more rainfall across the area as we head through the next several weeks. Here's our temperature trend. Average high again right around here, and you can see where we've been well above that, close to that, and as we head in thanks to this cold front, temperatures definitely cooling down across the area. Heading through the evening, we are looking at clear skies. We're going to be mild initially before that cold front pushes through and brings our temperatures back down. We'll talk about how cool it's going to get and how long that lasts in your full forecast here in a few more minutes.
It only lasted a couple of minutes, but locals in Lewis, Kansas say Tuesday night's storm brought large hail, causing severe damage to property. Reporter Austin Morton spoke with the people on how they're recovering today. Fire crews in Jesseville, Arkansas yesterday battled a fire caused by a pipeline explosion. Authorities say it happened just before 5 p.m. along Highway 298 in Garland County. They evacuated residents within a mile radius of the explosion, but fortunately, no one was hurt. And Kevin McCarthy is out, and now 2 top Republicans are jumping into the race to become the next House Speaker. The House is in recess until next week to give members a chance to cool off, and President Biden is warning Congress to get to work with another potential government shutdown just a month away. CBS News' Naomi Ruchum has the latest from New York.
Just days after House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was ousted, 2 top Republicans, Louisiana Congressman and Majority Leader Steve Scalise and Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, announced bids to replace him.
We need to unite the conference. I think I can do that.
Well, they're 2 good friends.
both would do great job.
McCarthy has said he won't run, though others could jump in before next week's votes. Now, some angry House Republicans are expressing their frustrations with Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, leader of the charge against McCarthy, and the 7 GOP lawmakers who joined to vote him out.
The guy got schooled by AOC and Pelosi, didn't even think about what happens next, and he's frozen the House.
The nerve of these establishment Republicans to have to take a week to go have a good cry and then blame us for being the reason that we can't get the work done.
North Carolina Congressman Patrick McHenry is in as interim speaker, but the House is at a standstill until it elects a new speaker, with another possible shutdown looming if Congress doesn't act by November 17th. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Interim House Speaker Patrick McHenry has evicted former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Democratic leader Steny Hoyer from their offices inside the Capitol. Other House Republicans say former Speaker Kevin McCarthy is entitled to that space. Late California Senator Dianne Feinstein is being remembered in a memorial service today. This service will be held at the San Francisco City Hall, the city she led for a decade as its first female mayor. Vice President Kamala Harris, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi are expected to attend. The memorial service is no longer open to the public. Feinstein died last week at the age of 90. And that's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on the KOAM News at Noon, thousands of healthcare workers walk off the job. We'll take a look at how this could impact patients. And later, we're making Java nuts in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Ford is laying off 400 more workers at auto plants in Detroit, and the company says the UAW strike is to blame. Ford explains that the layoffs are, quote, a consequence of the strike at Chicago assembly plant because these 2 facilities must reduce production of parts that would normally be shipped to Chicago. These 400 layoffs are in addition to the already 930 layoffs at the other Ford facilities, bringing the total now to about 1,330 employees let go. Tens of thousands of Kaiser Permanente employees walked off the job yesterday as part of a massive healthcare strike. Naomi Richam tells us what the union is asking for and how the walkout could impact patients.
In the most significant walkout in healthcare history, more than 75,000 Kaiser Permanente workers are now on strike.
I can't live paycheck to paycheck anymore. It's just not fair.
Though most of the impact is in California, employees at facilities across Colorado, Oregon, Virginia, Washington, and Washington, D.C. are also striking. The union is asking for better working conditions and a $25 an hour minimum wage. In its latest statement, Kaiser said it has offered that $25 minimum wage in California and $23 in other states, though no deal has been reached yet. Staffing, one of the biggest issues on the picket line.
We had a lot of people leave the industry during COVID, and they haven't replaced those workers.
And the strike is now taking a toll on patients.
I didn't even get to walk inside. The guy stopped me right at the door and said, pharmacy? Yeah, well, we close at 5 p.m. sharp, sorry.
In a message to patients, Kaiser said facilities will remain open, though some non-urgent appointments may need to be rescheduled. Hospital administrators say they hope to return to the bargaining table soon. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, strikes around the country so far this year have meant a loss of nearly 7.5 million workdays, the most in more than 20 years. Still to come on KOAM News at Noon, we see what's cooking with Mr. Food.
Ready to go nuts for a snack that'll perk you up? We have it just in time for the holidays, and ooh, it's so good.
And after a stormy start to our Thursday, we've got calmer conditions and cooler temps on the way. We'll look at that forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. So we had ourselves a few scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area this morning. Left us with some cloudy skies, but now looking much better. And as we head into the evening, this is going to be our last semi-warm day across the area. Oh, not semi-warm. The last warm day across the area for the next few days. Heading into the evening, we're still okay. The main cold front that's going to really drop our temperatures doesn't get here until overnight. And watch these temperatures because you're going to see when it arrives. Boom. Down to 50. We haven't been this chilly. Look at Lamar, too. maybe upper 40s out there as we go into the overnight hours tonight, so much cooler out there. And we go into our Friday. Future track's picking up on the possibility of a stray shower or two. I think for the most part, we're really going to be dry, but as you can see, we're also considerably cooler. By tomorrow evening, we're already back down into the 60s. Overnight, we're talking 40s, even some upper 30s out there, so we are talking some pretty big changes in terms of our forecast as we head through the next couple of days. Did you see Saturday by noon? 50 degrees. The nice thing is we have been picking up rain here lately, and that's leading to some improvements on the drought tracker. We still have a long way to go before we are where we need to be. As you can see, still exceptional drought in Elk and Chautauqua counties in southeast Kansas, getting into Montgomery County. But we are seeing some improvements, and that is some good news. And the more rain we can get, obviously, the better off that we are going to be. And that's the nice thing is if you catch Sam Lane's farmer's forecast on Monday mornings or on our KOAM Plus app, he's talked about how the long-range forecasts continue to show us being a little wetter than average over the next 30 to 60 days. And so even though we're getting these dry spots like this, we're still going to get rain, and we're still expecting a bit more than normal. So hopefully that will continue to help us. As for the rest of today, though, mid-upper 70s still. Our last real day of these warm temperatures, and skies will become mostly clear. North breeze at about 5 to 15 miles an hour. Now, as we enter this evening, again, through the evening, they're initially mild, and then temperatures will fall behind that cold front. On the average, we're talking low 50s with these mostly clear skies, but again, some upper 40s possible. We'll have a light north breeze at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, a little breezier, looking at mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. It's going to be much cooler. We're talking upper 60s. Remember, our average high is the mid-70s, so we're definitely not there. And that north breeze picking up 5 to 15 could gust upwards of 25 miles an hour, so just be aware of that, especially in the morning when we're talking lows in the low 50s, upper 40s. We're talking wind chills now out there, so it could be a little cool as kids go to get on the bus Friday morning. We look down the road, so tomorrow again, mostly clear, partly cloudy, definitely cooler. That's not cool enough for you. Don't worry, Mother Nature's got Saturday in store. We're only looking at the low 60s for highs, maybe some upper 50s out there. That's why on the future track, we only went as high as 50 by noon. And these overnight lows pushing the low 40s, we could see upper 30s out there as well. So just if you have any outdoor vegetation, do keep that in mind. While we're going to enjoy this nice little taste of fall, your plants may not enjoy that so much. We head into next week, though. We begin to see those clear skies across the area, and then we'll see additional shower and thunderstorm chances with another system. We warm back up into the lower 80s again, and once that system really punches through by next Thursday with some thunderstorm chances, knocks our temperatures down another 20 degrees back into the 60s as we wrap up the next work week. Caitlin?
Well, stick around. We're making Java nuts in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. We'll be right back. If you're looking for a quick snack packed with extra energy to get you through the day, Howard's got just the thing as he's making Java nuts in the Mr. Food Test kitchen.
Over the next couple of months, there'll be plenty of family get-togethers, holiday bashes, and of course, lots of edible gift giving. With that in mind, we came up with a little something that's a must-have for the season. They're what we call Java nuts, and boy, are they good. To make them, we begin by mixing together some cinnamon, salt, and sugar. We'll set it aside, and in another bowl, beat together an egg white with some instant espresso powder until it's completely dissolved. And if you're wondering what espresso powder is, just think of it as a really strong instant coffee. You can find it right along with all the other coffee stuff in the market. Now we toss some walnut halves into the egg mixture before sprinkling on our cinnamon sugar. These get baked on a cookie sheet just long enough for the coating to set. After they're cooled, we loosen them from the tray and they're ready to nibble on. Let me tell you, these are addictive. Maybe make up a few bags of them as the perfect holiday gift. To get the easy recipe for our Java nuts, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a tasty, nutty way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
To find this recipe, along with many others, just head over to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com and click on Mr. Food. Now here's a look at your market prices. Local band Fox Royale is going on tour with Young the Giant in Europe. KOAM's Miranda Burton has a look at their story.
Brothers Nathan and Caleb Hurley are the founding members of this alternative band, which launched into the music industry in 2020. Their first ever concert as Fox Royale was here at Joplin Avenue Coffee Company. Since then, they've played many venues in Joplin, such as Wilder's, JB's Piano Lounge, and Joplin Avenue a couple more times. However, the brothers did not find immediate success.
We started Fox Royale in 2020, like the same week as COVID started. So we just stayed home for like a year as soon as we started.
Fox Royale has used social media to gain a solid fan base, but it's their own grit that has landed them in Young the Giant's sights, along with a little luck.
We've been playing like festivals a lot this summer, but this is like a last minute support slot. So they were going on tour and they needed an opening band. So we got a call like 3 weeks ago that they liked us and they were down to have us on the tour. So that was very surprising because I've been listening to Young the Giant forever.
According to the brothers-made band members, the credibility gained from this experience is already opening doors for their career.
Next month, as soon as we're back, our last show of the year is going to be in Chicago, and we're opening for one of my favorite childhood bands. So I'm not going to say right now, but it's just a song everyone's heard of, you know, and it was really cool to get that one.
They are already on tour in Europe, but the brothers admit that tour life isn't all glamorous.
And we're making merch at this apartment that the label got us. And then we're also, like, we bought a drum kit off Facebook Marketplace, like in like some neighborhood like 2 miles from here. And then we're customizing it this week. And then our first show is on Sunday in Germany. So, and then we're renting a van, and I'm just going to drive us on this whole tour.
Even through all the excitement, the brothers are reminding themselves to enjoy the moment, no matter what may be in store for them.
Honestly, if we peaked and never did anything else and just opened for Young the Giant on a European tour and got picked for that, for me, that's further than I ever visualized going when I was in college.
Reporting from Joplin, Missouri, this is Miranda Burton with KOAM News.
We've got ourselves, again, a pretty decent day. The warm weather ends today, though. Much cooler Friday and Saturday, as well as Sunday. Overnight lows could go upper 30s, low 40s, so be aware of that with outdoor vegetation. We head into next week. Once again, we'll see increasing shower and thunderstorm chances and temperatures back to the low 80s. And then, after that, we go down another 20 degrees back into the 60s to wrap up next week.
All right, and Dow, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, a lot of 5 engineering students in Europe are racing to save marine life in a pedal-powered submarine. The scuba diver pilots a machine that uses spinning fins rather than propellers to avoid ripping up grass or harming aquatic life. Plus, porches are swept, decorations are set for the annual North Heights Annual Porch Fest, and U.S. Senator Jerry Moran visits some Southeast Kansas schools. Hope you'll join us. KOAM News at 5.
All right, well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here later today.